Friday night glory here out in Addison. We're at TCA wrapping up the first practice of the season. Coach, how did they do today?
They did good. It was a good first day. It's typical mistakes. We're young at some positions, so they made some mistakes. But I thought the effort and attitude was outstanding. It was a good day. I'm happy.
Now we witnessed a little bit of the conditioning towards the end. I know it's important to get those gassers in early before kids are dying off at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
What's your procedure for conditioning, weight training, just overall physical training throughout this preseason process?
Philosophically, we want to get as many plays as we can in a game, and so we go really fast. And so the entire practice is like that. And so I think tempo is an attitude and a mentality that you have to do all the time in order to do it well. And so what you saw was just the end. Then the team period was like that, but it was a whole practice full of that stuff. And they got tired at the end, but that's typical. It's the first day. By the end of this month, we ought to be in pretty good shape. It'll be exciting.
We caught a little bit at the scrimmage at the end. It seemed like a 2-minute drill type of thing, maybe, with the offense versus the defense. We noticed some intensity on both sides of the ball. What do you expect when you see just helmets, no shoulder pads, no pads on, out of a 11-on-11 scrimmage like that?
If a kid's aggressive, he's going to be aggressive. Usually the pads have nothing to do with it. And if a kid's not aggressive, the pads a lot of times don't help either. And so I'm just glad that our kids are playing with a lot of energy. It's a lot easier to get a kid to kind of calm down than it is to get a kid to go. And so I was pleased with it. I thought it was good. And it's some of the younger kids that we have to find out if they can play or not. And that's one of the reasons I was excited today, because they acted like players.
Now, Coach, we got a chance to witness the last bit of stretching. It was just it stuck out to me because we didn't take time to cool down stretch at the end of every practice. Could you just explain the importance of that?
Well, especially this week because of the length of practice and the amount of time that we take and the fact that it's the first week back, we think it's really important to do everything we can to help the kids recover from a hard day. And so we incorporate that. We have time to do it, and that makes it nice. And we feel like tomorrow and the day after we'll get more out of them in the long run by doing that. It's worth the extra time.
Let's consider this step one to the 2014 season. The first day is over with, Day 2, Day 3. How do you just proceed knowing that season starts soon, but practice number 2 is tomorrow?
You improve a little bit every day, and so we'll go back and we'll look at today's practice, look at the things that stood out to us as far as what we need to get better at, and we'll work on those tomorrow. And by the end of practice tomorrow, we'll have a new set of things to work on. So I love it. It's a great process, and I think a team goes so far from the beginning of the year to the end of the year as far as improving, and it's very rewarding to me to see a team reach their potential. Great start today. Got a long way to go. I have no doubt that we'll get there.